Today we will be moving to the next topic, notches and wear. So in your syllabus only notches are mentioned, but all the derivation and problems of only wears are asked. So first the basic is to understand the difference between a notch and a wear. So what is a notch or a wear? If suppose water is flowing like this, an obstruction will be there, like this is suppose a wear. So this wear, through with this V notch or through the wear, the water will be flowing, and this is used to measure the discharge. If it is a notch, it is used to measure the discharge. So a wear or notch is placed like this. So here I have shown a simple example of a triangular notch and a triangular wear to show the difference between these two. So this is a notch. So the main difference between a notch and wear is that notch is made up of a metallic plate, whereas wear is made up of a concrete structure. So here that is only the basic difference, and here it is used in the case of a small channel or in a tank. This notch is provided, but here it is provided in an open channel. You have observed many wears around you. You might have seen wears. So this wear is made up of a concrete structure, so water will be flowing over this wear, and in the case of a notch, the water will be flowing through this portion like this. So here the bottom portion is called as a crust in the case of a notch, and in the case of wear, the top portion is called as a crust. So this is the front view. In the front what you are seeing. If you are taking the side view, that is this view. If you are taking this side view, you can see that if I am taking this side view, this is the side view of this, so water will be flowing like this. So that is this side view. First it was like this, right? So I have just seen, this was the front view. In the front it was like this. So now I am seeing the side of this. From this side if I am seeing, this was the front view. So this, if I am taking the side view, this is the water coming and flowing over this and going. If this is a wear, so that only is shown here. This is the side view, this is the wear portion, and the water is flowing through this. So what is happening? Water is flowing over this wear. So this portion, the top portion of the wear is called as crust, and the sheet of water flowing is called as a nape. So if a wear is considered, the top portion of that wear is called as a crust, and the sheet of water flowing over through this is called as a nape. So now what is how we can classify notches and wear? So what is the basic difference? Notch is made up of a metallic plate, and it is used in the case of a small tank or small channel, whereas wear is made up of it is a concrete structure, and it is big in size. This is small in size. It is big in size, and it is made up of concrete structure. Now how we can classify notches and wear? First is classification of notches based on the shape of the notch. If in a tank, suppose a notch is provided and the shape of the notch is of a rectangular, it is called as a rectangular notch. Triangular notch, if it is in the shape of a trapezoidal, it is called as a trapezoidal notch, and if it is the shape of a step, it is called as a stepped notch. And second classification is effect of side on the nape. So if water is coming, what is the effect of this side? So notch with end contraction means in the wear the ends will be contracted, so that the total width of the channel is V, but the water flowing through this is only L. So this is notch with end contraction. Notch without end contraction means whatever is the width of the channel, that full entire width, through this width the water will be flowing. So V is equal to L. So this is a basic classification of notch based on the shape and based on side, effect of side on the nape. That is based on a notch with end contraction and the notch without end contraction. And next is wear. How wear we can classify? Same in the case of a notch. Wear is classified as a rectangular wear, triangular wear, or a trapezoidal wear. These are the three types of wear: rectangular, triangular, and trapezoidal. And this trapezoidal wear is known as ippoliti wear. That we will study later in detail. And next, based on the shape of the crust, that means if the crust, this is the crust, the top portion is the crust. So based on the shape of this crust, if the shape of this crust is, if it is a sharp crusted, like the pointed one, that is called as a sharp crusted weir. Broad crusted weir means it will be a width will be very large, so it will be a broad one. So here the width is only this much, but in the case of the other, this broad crusted weir, this will be up to this much. So that is a broad crusted weir, and this is a narrow crusted means the side, if you are taking from the side, the width is less. And oogie shaped weir means it will be a shape of an S shaped. The weir will be of this shape and water will be flowing over this. So this is a oogie shaped weir. It will be of the shape of an S curve. So these are the based on the shape of the crust. Next is according to the effect of side on the nape. That is same condition. Weir with end contraction, that means L will be less when compared to the width, and weir without end contraction means L will be equal to B. So this is a basic difference between the notches and weir. First I have said what is the basic difference between notch and weir, then how notches are classified and how weirs are classified. So this may be asked for 5 marks, that how you can classify weir. So you can classify according to the shape of crust, and according to the effect of side on the nape. So nape means what? It is a sheet of water flowing over the crust.